You not only have your own brand, but you've been on TV as well on the How Far Is Tattoo Far, which is a MTV show, and it aired towards the ending of 2018, right? And then, so for those that don't know about the show, so the show is basically about people who get to pick tattoos for other people, and the tattoos are real. Like, they're literally tattooing real tattoos on other people. Okay, and it's not always nice. Just to put that out there. Right. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we did see your episode of the show. Man. And at the time, you went viral with over 2 million views, and I think even Wildin' Out did a reaction to the episode. Right. Okay, and I think that had about over almost 800,000 views. So my question is, how did you even get on the show in the first place?
Right. Yeah.
Was it your idea or was it, your ex's idea?
So the show was really Bree's idea.
Okay.
So I didn't know about the show. She actually contacted me and said, I have a crazy opportunity. I don't know if you're interested, but there's a tattoo show that wants to bring me onto the show, and they're asking about my exes. Now, to set the super record straight, this is like the super record straight. Me and Bree never went together.
Okay.
We were never official. We were never girlfriends. So just the premise of us going together, that was fake. So I'm going to just say that off the rip. Mm-hmm. So I know you're saying ex and everything. Like, okay. This was a good friend of mine. Bree was a good friend of mine.
That knocked that question out. I'm going to say, was you even fucking with a girl like that?
We were friends. Bree has actually done 3 of my tattoos.
Okay.
She did a heart on my hand. I don't know if you can see, it's a heart on my hand. She did one on my shoulder, and she also did my logo behind my ear. So Bree was a good friend of mine. She did 3 of my tattoos. I mean, we hung out, now dated. I mean, I don't know if hang out and going on a date is the same thing, but,
Now, did you ever do anything with her or attempt to? It could be a yes or no.
Was it platonic?
Now, what is doing a thing? What does that mean?
Attempt to go down. Like go into the thing.
Did you smell it?
No.
No. So that never happened at all?
No.
Okay. So when she told you about the show, did she explain to you kind of like what had to be done? Like, was any of that coached or?
Well, she knew a little bit more about the show than I did. But when the producers for the show reached out, they kind of were telling us about it, but they didn't really go in depth until maybe the second or third interview. So it was an interview process. So she actually had other girls that she had lined up as far as like different participants that can go on the show with her. Mm-hmm. But for some reason, they love me and they really like my look.
Okay. So did you have to like go in and say something to them or send them something, or they just looked you up?
Yeah, so she gave them a list of names, and they reached out to me, and we did like a FaceTime interview.
Okay.
And they asked me some questions, got to see my personality, and they just like me over the other girls. So.
Okay. Yeah. So we seen the drawing that you put on her, right? So how did you decide that was going to be the tattoo that you picked for her?
And it's crazy. I'm glad we finally doing this interview because let me set this. I got to set the whole record straight because the thing about TV that people don't really know is that 95% of the shit is fake. 95% of the shit is fake. Like, it's not real, y'all. Mm-hmm. It's not real. But I will tell you the tattoo is real. And I was coming up with ideas because for me, it was like, okay, this is some crazy stuff that I'm doing. I already knew it was crazy going into it. I already knew it was like, okay, this is going to be something that's going to be something I'm going to tell my grandchildren, right? Like,
because it's out there. It's on YouTube.
It's out there.
It's in the cloud.
It's a show out there. And they say once it's on the internet, it's on the internet forever. And so that's true. That's definitely true. And so I knew it was going to be something crazy. But to me, it was like, I'm a designer. She's a tattoo artist. Right. This can only be good for us. Mm-hmm. It can't be bad. That's in my mind, being naive and dumb, whatever. I was like, okay, this is going to be good for us because it's going to put us on a platform in a level where people can see us. They can see what we do. They can know our names. They can get used to what we, who we are. Okay, cool. Let me do it. So I was designing this tattoo, and I was coming up with creative stuff like, she's a tattoo artist. Let's do something with tattoos. Let's do something like super dope. And they're like, MTV. This is TV, right? MTV is like, they're on type of all the craziest shows, right? They're like, no, we don't really like it. It's not really creative enough. It's not, it's not going to get viewers. We need something kind of crazy. And so, I was like, okay, well, we had some incidents where it was like, which is like not trying to be the asshole here, right? Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, there was certain body odors, but it was never like her vajay. Okay. So it was this big, stretched out, drawn out thing where like, okay, I might have said something like, we had a long night out. She had a little bit of body odor, like armpits. You know what I'm saying? You might be musty. It might have been a long day. You're a little musty. You're not really like sticking. Not to be an a-hole about it, just being 100% facts, right? So I'm like, okay, she had a little body odor. MTV, they pull it out like, oh, or she has body odor. You're insinuating that her whole body, vajay, everything stinks. Her breath stinks. Da da da. So they pull it out to this big thing, and I could have had a say of like, okay, I don't want to go on the show, but I still agreed to do, to do the show, and and that was what I would say as far as like really having that moment of like, damn, like this is the way that you're presenting yourself to the world, and looking back at it like. Hindsight 50-50, right? Like looking back at it, if I'd known as much as I know now of like the impact that it would have had as far as how many people saw it, how my family reacted to it, how it hurt Bree or, the position in light that it put her in, I wouldn't have done it, right? To keep it 100%. Because it's like, to me, I have a brand. I'm more than just a tattoo or a name or that a-hole girl that put a trash can on another girl. Like, I'm more than that. So it's like that was never my goal to be like that girl, but I ended up being that girl. And it's like, not to lessen my impact, but I'm a reflection of our generation. I feel like that's that, don't be that heartless, cold bitch that's like, doing it for the likes, and I had a lapse in judgment, a lapse in consciousness, because I'm greater than that. I'm more than that. Who I represent and my brand represents empowering people, helping people grow. It's like, that's never who I want to be as far as the poster girl for the trash can. You know what I'm saying? Or the a-hole that's putting permanent things on people's bodies. Like, I got to take that, and I'm sorry for putting my family through that. I'm sorry for putting Bree through that. I'm sorry for, being that person that was heartless and cold at that time, because that's never who I want to be or what I want to represent in the world,
So you said that your family reacted to it, and then how Bree reacted to it. So it sounds like a lot of it was kind of like negative reactions towards the episode when it aired. Did you have anything? Did anyone have anything positive to say? As far as those who maybe truly know you,
yeah,
or knew that wasn't really you, type thing.
All my close friends really reached out to me and they said, because a lot of people I couldn't really tell because it was MTV. I had signed confidentiality paperwork. We couldn't talk about it. I had a trainer that I was going to at the time, and we were going like, I was training with her every day for a while, and I was talking to her about it. And, and she said to me, even before I went on the show, she said, is this really what you want to do? Is this how you want people to see you and know your brand? And I'm like, it's okay. Even if I put this out, I can be able to flip it. I'll spin it, show people who I really am. But, sometimes you only get that moment. You only get 10 seconds or you only get 15 minutes. And if that's all that people see, that's what they put you as. That's what they think of you as. And that's your label and that's your brand. And I would say the people that really know me and respect me and love me was just like, Ashley, I'm rocking with you. I know it's negative energy. I love you. I support you. But at the same time, understand and know your power. And at the time, I didn't really recognize my power. Because to me, it was like, dang, okay, they had how many other shows? We were like the second show on the premiere. Yeah. We weren't even the first show, right? And then there was so many shows after, but every time it would be like our show would go viral.
I think they even got your show in what is it called? Like most popular video section of the YouTube.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like, out of everything that you can do, like, this is what goes viral.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like one of those things of like the people that know me and love me the most were like, you're better than this.
Yeah.
So we love you and we support you, but you're better than this. So that was just my responsibility to myself and the people that love and care for me. It's just like, I got to do better, you know?
So what was your reaction once the video actually aired and you got to see how they edited together too and everything?
I was like, no.
Because I know they
again.
embellish everything.
Yeah, at that point, I'm like, never again. Never again, unless I have some type of creative control or something that's positive. I'm not going to do this dumb stuff again.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. It doesn't benefit me. It's not helping the people that I love. No, I can't. And once I started to see it for real, it's like, you never really know how everything is really ran, production, TV, until you're on it.
Yeah.
You can always say, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, I'm not going to be in a TV show. And then you're in that position and you're like, damn, I thought it was going to be one type of way in my mind, but it was a whole different type of way.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, it's like, you know, you got to know what you're signing up for, but at the same time, take that responsibility and, you know, just moving forward, I can't do anything dumb like that again.
Yeah. So what is your relationship like with Bree now after the show aired? Are y'all even on talking terms?
No, I haven't talked to her since then. I sent her one DM, you know, and she responded, and that was that. You know, I don't really talk to her now. But I think, too, outside of that, you know, people have growing to do. And I know I have growing to do. I know she has healing to do. We both do. And I respect our friendship, what we had, and I respect that, you know, her boundaries and her space. And, you know, we don't talk, but I wish her well. And I wish, you know, one day she can forgive me and we can move forward. And I know she's doing super cool work. She's done 3 of my tattoos. So I'm forever indebted to her, and I appreciate her.
Yeah.
I wish her well.
All right. Bree, if you listen or if you see this, you know, definitely hear what she got to say. Just hear her out, you know. So do you think that do you think it hurt or helped your brand doing the show?
Honestly, I wouldn't say it helped or hurt because it was my name was associated with the event.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it was necessarily associated with my brand. Some people that came on my page from like the Instagram, How Far Is Tattoo, were just on my page. Like the people that support my brand, I feel like during that time, not to be on like, you know, feel any type of way, but people that supported my brand were actually shopping more since I had been on the show, you know, which was kind of crazy, you know, but I had more people that really rocked with the brand that were buying pieces and buying accessories, and, you know, I was making some money at that time, but at the same time, I don't think it hurt my brand because that event and that show wasn't directly tied into my brand. So some people might just see me, but might not know that I also have a brand. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the benefit and the blessing in disguise, which shows that people can recognize me. But then my brand still has its own name and its own identity.
Yeah, its own entity.
That's outside of that, right? That's bigger than that, and that's greater than that. And that's always my dream, is to have all of my positive love and that I show and that I'm genuine about overshadow that negativity in that time period in my life that I wasn't the proudest of, you know.
Okay. So we definitely see that you I'm gonna say regret your decision going on a show, and that you probably would have done it differently if the opportunity presents itself again.
Right.
Yeah. So how do you feel about your tattoo? Because, you know, we also seen she put something on you.
Right.
You know, it wasn't just one-sided.
Yeah.
So how did you feel about yours?
At first, I wasn't as happy about it just because, you know, it's an octopus for those people that don't know. She gave me a tattoo as well. Everybody was coming at me for the tattoo that I put on her. Nobody saw the tattoo that she put on me. So I just want to clear that up and say, you know, it was not the best, but I understand where it came from. But it was an octopus with a vagina on his head that said loose lips, sink ships. And honestly, I think Travis did a great job as far as the artist that tattooed me. It's more of a traditional tattoo, so I like the color and the detail. But, I mean, the loose lips, sink ships, I think it's just just to say, you know, the greater and the wise, you rarely hear them speak, you know. The people that are always the ones talking in loudmouth, they probably know the least in the room, you know. So that's just the of like, okay, loose lips, sink ships. Maybe she might have meant it in a different type of way, but I'm just looking at it as far as like observe more, say
Mhm.
less.
You
do more.
remixing it.
Yeah, you know, I gotta spin it because it's like you're not gonna bring me down, right? You never bring me down, right? That's what my dad said.
So you still got the tattoo?
I still got it.
You do?
I heard that she got hers covered up.
Okay.
I heard that she got hers covered up, but I still got mine.
Yeah.
It took them 4 hours to do this whole side of my leg. You think I'm about to get
4 hours?
an extra 6 hours for somebody to try to cover this up? No.
Wow.
No. We're going to keep the tattoo the way it is.
It took them 4 hours to do that, and we see like, what, a 30-minute...
30-minute clip. I was blindfolded. I'm blindfolded laying down on the side, on my side for 4 hours while they tattoo me. I said, no, sir. I have to go to the bathroom. They had to blindfold me and everything just for me to go to the bathroom. I'm like, no.
See, people, you really don't know what be going on behind these dang shows, man, at all.
4 hours for y'all to see 30-minute clip.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So I also know that you throw parties. And you throw pretty dope parties. Yeah. I mean, I could show you some pictures of some of the, some of the parties that she's thrown. And it's mainly, have to do with, like, your birthday and stuff like that. So when is your next party? Because we want to attend. Yeah,
so the next party, what you're referring to is the red lingerie parties. Mm-hmm. That's something I throw every year for my birthday. It's April 16th, so every April I have all red lingerie party. All the women are wearing red lingerie. They might wear black if they couldn't find a red in time.
Mm-hmm.
And it just
sexy ladies.
Sexy, super sexy. When I tell you, fam, look, they 9, 10s, and 12s. You feel me? Like this, these beautiful models that pull up. They show me love. I appreciate that. I'm forever grateful. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies. If you ever came to my party, thank you. I appreciate you. You're beautiful. And so every year I have those parties. But I was really thinking about doing another lingerie party, but like in the winter. But I know it's Michigan. Winter. Women don't like to come out in the cold.
In a cabin.
Get a cabin.
In a cabin. Mm-hmm. In a cabin. We could do a cabin.
We always wanted to go to a cabin.
Lingerie party in a cabin. Oh, and then we make it like a weekend. Right?
And you gotta get a cabin where it got like a wood burning fireplace. You know, and then we could be in front of the fireplace.
And you do photography. We could get the
look.
We got the cameras. We got the setup.
Look, okay, we gonna be good.
I'm gonna bring the s'mores.
We're going to bring s'mores. Okay, perfect. I'm going to bring the lotions and the oil.
So I did see on your page, and I'm just real curious about it. This is just some random question I'm about to ask you. Okay. But you have that you are a Forex trader on there.
Right.
And I'm seeing that like a lot more on like everybody's page.
Right.
So for those that don't know what that is, what is a Forex trader?
Forex trading is basically currency. So I don't know if you're familiar with the stock market, but you might buy, Apple or Google stocks. So say you bought Apple stocks 5 years ago. It was like, I don't know, $50 a share. Nowadays it might be worth $120. I'm just guesstimating, right? Mm-hmm. So now you done made money if you would have had however much you invested, right? But currency trading is more like day trading versus trying to hold and buy for the long term with regular stock markets. Currency, you're trading per day.
Okay.
So say like the London and US dollar. So you're trading the London and US dollar, but London trades on different times. And I'm not going to go super in depth because I'm still learning about it and I don't want to tell y'all the wrong information. But basically you're just trading in day. Like, so say the London dollar might fluctuate and their dollar is worth more than the US dollar. You put a certain amount of money in, you get a certain amount of money back. But each day you're making a certain amount of money. So on any given day, I would say the most I've made in a day is like $200, $300. And I've only been trading for like a month and a half. Wow. So, I mean, it's really good money, but it's really, I'm not going to really go into it because I don't want to give you that wrong information. It's been people that you're trading for years. They can give you a better explanation. But it's really just day trading. It's like putting in a certain amount of money. It's risk involved because it's trading currency, it's trading stocks, it's a market. You never know whether it's going to go up or down. But there's certain trends that you can follow where you know, okay, the market is going up or the market is going down. You just want to make sure you're either on that buying stage or the selling stage. And so it's really good money. It's a lot of black people that's doing it, young black entrepreneurs that's really get into it. It's two ways to make money. You can either make money signing people up, or you can make money trading by itself, or you can do both and make money on both ends. So right now I've just been trading. I really haven't been trying to recruit people, but just because I want to learn the craft more and learn the skill more, just because, I've seen people, they told me they made $2,500 in a day. I had people tell me they made $4,500 in a week. So you could sit at home all day, trade for 2 hours, 3 hours, and make 2 bands.
Right.
Who wouldn't want to do that? So I think my bigger picture was always to have multiple streams of income. You know, to have some different ways of passive income, make some money, and show my fellow, you know, brothers and sisters how to make some money. You don't always got to work for it. You got to be smarter. You know, not always try to work harder, work smarter.
Well, whenever you ready to recruit some people, let me know. Because, like, I've been looking. And at one point, I was about to pay this guy. I think he was charging, like, $250 to just, like, get on his team. But then I'm like, you know, just hold up. You know, let me just bring it back a little bit. Because I'm real quick to just be like, all right, I'll pay for this just to try it out and see if it works. If it don't work, then oh, well. You know what I mean? But when you ready, I trust you.
Yeah.
Let me know.
I was going to say, come on to the team. Just because I know the people that I have on my upline, they making money. It's a girl right now in our company. She's a chairwoman. She's making $10,000 to $15,000 a month just because she signed up so many people in her organization. They signed up people. Then she does trades. I don't know how much she's making a week with her trades outside of the residual money. But I think, too, it's just like people are like you. You're trying to learn. You want to learn. You're an entrepreneur, but you're a boss. You got that boss mentality where it's like, what are other ways I can make money? Yeah. Most millionaires and billionaires have 7 and 10 other streams of income. They're not just always working for their money. They're making their money work for them. And it's like, unless you go and seek out those opportunities, you're always sitting on your ass. How you going to find opportunities? Either they're going to come, they're going to smack you in your face. But even then, people can't recognize them as opportunities. And so I think it's just that point of like, do your due diligence, do your own research, and figure out what it is that you want to do and accomplish. But two, if there's opportunities and people, like you said, what you're recognizing, that have certain opportunities, reach out and see how you can be a part of it. Because, you know, it's money out here for everybody.
Yeah, it definitely is.
You know, we don't got to handcuff, you know, and hold the money to ourselves. It's enough, more than enough to go around.
Everybody can eat.
Everybody can eat.
So last question.
Okay.
Are you currently single? For those that may be curious. I hope that tattoo ain't mess up your love life.
Did it make it difficult for girls to talk to you?
No, you know what's funny though? And not to be on no, like again, I'm going to keep saying it, not to be on no a-hole tip or whatever, nothing cocky. You know those girls that actually reached out and was like, yo, you could be my a-hole, you could beat me, you could call me stank, whatever, but I still want to fuck with you.
Them stank girls. Them real stank girls.
She don't know. She don't know what she missing. Girls is crazy. But right now, currently, I am single. I ain't gonna say I'm looking for anybody. I'm not really looking for anybody. But I'm really in my own zone. I'm tapped in. So, you know, ladies, if you're a boss and you're looking for another boss, you know, maybe we could build and work together. But I'm not really looking for nobody right now. You know, I got our relationship. God bless, but I'm on my grind. You know, all right. I'm focused on my baby. Red Period is my baby. Yes, I do have a baby. Her name is Red Period Co. You know, well, we
appreciate that. And we appreciate you coming out and interviewing with us. Yes. We definitely wish you success on Red Period. We can't wait to see what else you got in store for it. Let everybody know again where they can find you at on social media.
Yes. So you can find me on Red Period Co. Instagram at Red Period Co. You can find me at redperiodco.com, Facebook.com/Red Period Co. YouTube. We also got some videos on YouTube, All Red Everything TV. I got some new content I'm shooting for y'all. I got some new features that I'm working on. Some dope celebrities rocking that Red Period. But definitely stay tuned. Thank you to Oso. Thank you to Soso. Thank you to Focus. Thank you to B Wills. Thank you to everybody having me today. I really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for the love and support. And we rocking.
Peace.